Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shemi outside Brakatah. Okay, double honor to the apostles of GreatMillStone. Okay, honor to your brothers will be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So I wanted to do this quick video regarding what's known as I forget what is the technical term for it, but pretty much it's segregation. Okay, but it's built upon class. Okay, so that is to say, certain areas, okay, Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans cannot live within those areas because they cannot afford to live in those areas. And when you have a predominantly white neighborhood, you got a predominantly white schools, and as a result, you got those schools that have got certain contracts with universities and whatever. And you know, the guy, a conspiracy dude, he did a few good videos on this, and I wanted to just go into the scriptures on the stuff that you were saying, because who have you believed that these problems are fixable? Okay, and the fact of the matter is, they are fixable, but it's just not you that's going to be fixing them. It's Yahweh Shemi outside. The Lord is going to be the one that's fixing them. Okay, He's going to be the one that's going to turn the tables and have it to where pretty much we're going to be having our own closed communities. Okay, our own closed schooling systems and whatever where we're going to learn about the law. And well, really, the scripture says that we shall not teach another man of the Most High, because pretty much everybody's going to know the Most High, because pursuant to the book of Hebrews, the 8th chapter and the 8th verse, okay, we're going to have all of the knowledge imprinted within our minds, which is going to be the completion of the second covenant. But the fact of the matter is, you're not going to be able to build. You could build, okay, but you only ever build so much. Okay, Esau's only ever going to let you build so much. And the notion that you know, black economics is going to save you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans was proven to be false when you consider the things like Black Wall Street and what happened with Black Wall Street. Okay, when you consider why you have that's the word, institutionalized racism. Okay, you got to institutionalize, because these neighborhoods where these different Edomites grow up at, okay, these neighborhoods are you can't afford to live within those neighborhoods. And even if you can afford to live in those neighborhoods, what is that? One for every 1,000 Edomite there, or you might have the one black kid in the old white school, which is null and void. Okay, when you go to a majority Edomite school, okay, they're going to be teaching policies that's going to be not really catered to your own people. Okay, they're going to be teaching you media studies that's media catered to destroying the Negro, Hispanic, and Native American community and uplifting the Edomite community. Okay, they're going to be teaching economics that's going to be bettering, okay, the Edomite community and not you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. Okay, because this is not your kingdom. This is not your rest, as the book of Micah, or is it Micah the 2nd chapter? Arise, ye depart, because this is not your rest. Okay, which is a scripture that goes to show you that the notion of building, and I'm talking about longevity building. I'm talking about you build a business to survive on a day-to-day basis. That's different. Okay, I'm talking about building, okay, a foundation out here within Babylon. Okay, using Esau's economics, using Esau's banknotes. Okay, using Esau's infrastructure, and looking for that to be passed down from your children's children to their children. That's just not practical. Like a schooling system is not a practical thing to be doing here, because this ain't our rest. Okay, having it to where you have a school, okay, that's going to teach your children to how to survive within this society. Okay, and it's not a scripturally based school. Okay, like where you study the scriptures and going into, you know, the different mysteries of these scriptures. That's not practical, man. Okay, not here, because Esau is going to destroy that at one point or another, man. Okay, and they've showed you that in the past when you had the whole, like I mentioned before, the thing with the Black Wall Street, because this ain't our rest, man. Okay, so let's go into these scriptures right quick, okay, and show you some things. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you know, guys like a conspiracy dude, they'll say, oh, you know, people like to hide behind these scriptures, and that is true. Okay, you can use these scriptures as a means of hiding behind. But see, my thing is this: you're supposed to try, but you're supposed to be aware of these curses, man. Okay, you're supposed to try build yourself up, but know that the Most High is only going to allow you to do so much, because this ain't our rest. What these guys are trying to let you believe is that you could reach Esau's level of economic empowerment okay, within his kingdom, which is not going to happen, man. Okay, they're trying to have you believe that you can have a whole country of Israelites, okay, that's just self-empowered and self-sustaining. That's not going to happen, man. That's why you have a thing called a world reserve currency. That's why you have a thing called a global economic system that's catered to what? Catered to upholding Edomite rules. Okay, the Elder Yashawamba brought up a beautiful article that was going into the fact that like 42%, no, not 42%, but rather 42 people, okay, 42 individuals, okay, right, cashed in, okay, half the population's wealth last year, and that was just last year, okay. So when you're talking about a system where you're gonna empower yourselves within Esau's kingdom, okay, and you got things like that, you already have to consider. Then you can see that it's an unfair game, okay? And these scriptures really are supposed to be comforting you when you try these things, and you should be supposed to be taking rest and peace within the scriptures to the end that you're gonna be hoping that Yahweh Hashem shall return soon, so you don't have to keep failing, okay? Like how you're failing and catching L's, like how you're catching L's within these kingdoms. That's why it was known as the gospel. Okay, so Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 39th verse. Okay, it says, thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but thou shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall. That's not the one. That's not the one I wanted. My bad. Okay. Thou therefore, this is the 48th chapter. This is the one. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the land shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. And that pretty much says it all, man. Because we're in hungered, and now look, I'm not saying don't hustle. That's the other flip side of it. You got the flip side of this scripture. You got guys that hide behind the curses as for laziness sakes, and you got guys that basically think that the curses are not upon them. And lo and behold, what happens? You get caught right back up in the same system. Okay, they get caught up right in the same situations like every other person does. Okay, whereas if they just sought comfort within the scriptures, they'll be able to move with a peace of mind. Okay, with peace of mind, knowing that they could get only but so much. But the good thing of it was that the Most High was going to set something up, man. The Lord was going to fulfill what he said within the book of Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, the 6th verse, making us higher than all the other nations. Okay, so it says here, thou shalt serve thine enemies, okay, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thee until thou be destroyed. And that's what's happening out here. So don't think you're gonna be economically empowered and you're just gonna have a city full of Israelites and they're just gonna be there sitting there, okay, chilling. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, Esau won't let you do that because this is a system that's for him. Now the good news is, although you can try to do certain things and it may or may not work, okay, the good news is that the Lord is gonna return, okay, and he's gonna set up all Israelite, okay, economic system, if you will, okay, empowerment system, spiritual system, okay, a governing body that's going to be beneficial to our people, okay, and that's what the whole thing of the good news is going to be. You wasn't going to have it to where your children was going to be destroyed within the school system, okay, and the children come up and grow up and they're a whole bunch of fucking sluts, okay, and homosexuals, okay. They was going to grow up knowing, born knowing the law and the Lord. Okay, and it was just gonna be good, man. Okay, that's what the good news was all about. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say double honesty, apostles of GreatMillStone. Okay, honest you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity, and hopefully that was of edification. All right, shalom.